Mozambique is a country on the southeast coast of Africa. The climate is largely tropical, with alternating rainy and dry seasons, and it's home to a variety of wildlife. Mozambique won its independence from Portugal in 1975. Since then, political groups Frelimo and Renamo have been fighting for control. The AK-47 on the flag is a testament to this ongoing conflict. The main exports today are lumber, aluminum, cash crops like cotton and tobacco, and fish. Like many other developing countries, Mozambique mostly produces raw materials, while it imports refined goods. The society remains largely agrarian. Almost 18 million people, 68% of the population, live in rural areas, and the vast majority of them in small farming villages. These communities suffer from many problems. Our organization will solve some of them by providing people living in rural areas with access to clean water and improved sanitation. We will also provide more children with the opportunity to go to school. Last year, just 35% of people in rural areas had access to an improved water source, and only 11% had access to improved sanitation facilities. Lack of water and sanitation leads to malnutrition and dehydration. It's estimated that 45% of the rural population of Mozambique is malnourished, which makes them more susceptible to disease and starvation. Drinking dirty water and not having adequate sanitation facilities greatly increases the infection rate and spread of diarrhea, pneumonia, and malaria. In Mozambique, these three are in the top 5 leading causes of death for children and the top 10 for adults. Giving people access to clean water and sanitation would greatly decrease the number of people suffering from these diseases. Education is another area in which Mozambique is struggling. The literacy rates are among the worst in Africa. 67.4% of men are literate compared to just 36.5% of women. A majority of the illiterate population lives in rural areas and does not have access to schools. Furthermore, children make up 44% of the population, and the total fertility rate in rural areas is 6.6, much higher than it should be. This means that more and more children will be born without any place to go to school. Low literacy rates combined with high fertility rates make it clear that more schools are needed. Education is considered the best and most sustainable solution to many problems in developing countries, and it makes up a large part of our plan. We will combine all of our goals by building schools, wells, and sanitation facilities together in the same place. We'll start by building a school and providing it with materials like books and desks and a qualified school teacher. Near the school, we'll dig a well that can provide enough water for the whole village and build a sewage system. This sewage system will use several special septic tanks in each location. These tanks come with a sewage treatment plant that runs on solar power instead of electricity and only has to be maintained and emptied once a year. The goal of having all three things in one place is to encourage and enable people to use them. Parents will be more willing to send their children to school knowing that there is water and sanitation there. Sending their child to get water is also sending them to school. Previous efforts to provide each home with an individual toilet and a management system haven't been successful, so our effort will try to not reach every home. Instead, we're trying to create a community in which people are shown proper hygiene and given the facilities they need. We will sponsor lessons for people in the school building about how to maintain proper hygiene and avoid diseases. In terms of cost, we estimate that each of these school areas will cost around $150,000. Here's a breakdown of the costs. The amount needed for a school is around $35,000, which includes construction, materials, and a teacher. Each water well is approximately $20,000. This includes the cost for the equipment and the materials needed to dig and construct the well, as well as a filtration system. The entire sewage system, including toilets, tanks, plumbing, and maintenance, costs $50,000. We allot $25,000 for the cost of labor, transport, and maintenance. This is a total of $130,000, but we plan for $150,000 because there's always going to be unforeseen problems that increase costs. These figures may seem kind of high, but we decided to focus on quality rather than quantity. We want to create lasting solutions and maintain them. With our grant of $1 billion, we can afford to build around 6,600 of these school areas. Our plan does involve some risk. It's difficult to transport materials to remote rural villages. Accidents and theft may happen. Implementing our plan may take a long time since there are so many places that we need to get to. If we allow local governments to complete part of the projects themselves, corruption becomes an issue. Once implemented, our plan might result in kids being forced to carry all the water for their family coming back from school. Maintaining the school, the well, and the sewage system is also a challenge. And our plan does have limitations. It can't reach everyone in need of it. There's a number of problems it can't solve, such as boys being sent to school rather than girls, poverty requiring children to stay at home and work, and the spread of non-waterborne diseases like HIV. But we hope that by giving people access to education, clean water, and sanitation, we're helping them and their children lead better lives.